Maharaji, these days corruption has spread on a large scale.
Today's society is selling their character, their religion to obtain wealth. One officer had come here and said because he's following our teachings, he might be suspended from work. He was crying in front of everyone here. It is something to ponder on.
What is the effect of wealth earned sinfully as per the scriptures?
You will never have peace in the family with your wife, parents, or children, and you will get a horrible disease, or your children will agonize your entire life.
In government, they get funds for certain projects. Is it dharma to use it for that purpose only? If they do not use the fund for that project and divert them somewhere else, is that sinful? Maharaji, I want to bring up another matter. You mentioned people have greed to earn money very fast and commit sins. These days, corruption has spread on a large scale and people take bribes because others do it too. How can this be stopped? How can people improve?
देखो कई बार हम
I mentioned this many times in Satsang and Q&A. Unless a human has spirituality in their life, they're no better than animals. They're like demons or animals in the form of a human because they do not know what dharma is, what religion is, or spirituality. Therefore, they're not afraid of anyone. Unless you have a fear of dharma and God, you will not behave well. A farmer sold produce for 100 rupees and he received 110 rupees by mistake. When he counted in his house, he found 10 rupees extra. So he said, immediately go back and return the 10 rupees, and only then I will even drink water in this house. Now, if it happens today, people will happily keep the money. But that 10 rupees will be harmful for you. So today's society is selling their character, their religion, to obtain wealth. Previously, people used to believe that regardless of what happens, they will not spoil their character or dharma. They might be destroyed themselves. Today, both dharma and character are sacrificed. See for yourself. Then how can things improve? Without spirituality, how can intelligence be pure? And another problem is that you will understand true spirituality if the person preaching themselves are spiritual. If they are not greedy themselves, if they don't desire sense pleasures themselves, then they can show society the mirror of spirituality. But if they sell spirituality, then it will not have an effect. That is why even spirituality has been transformed to hypocrisy, and therefore it cannot improve people. People can only improve by walking on the path of truth, and you will only learn to walk on the path of truth if you follow those who are on the path of truth. Nowadays, it is very difficult to find someone who is on the path of truth. It is Lord's unconditional mercy that you can still find some saints by whose words we can understand what is religion or what is irreligion. Otherwise, today's generation does not care about religion or irreligion. They just care about how to satisfy their senses. Let me raise the same issue again of boyfriend and girlfriend. This trend that is going on these days is very harmful to society because illicit relationships have become their habit. So they will not be content in married life. Husband and wife will never be able to have true love. Their mind will not be still, and they'll be attracted here and there because the nature has become fickle. And because of this nature, violence will be committed. You can see all around you. Because of this immoral nature, violence has increased, addictions have increased. Someone is cheating another person, they're cheating another person, someone is blackmailing another person. This filth is increasing. Because if you and I consent, then even the government will not stop us because we are both adults. Nobody will stop us. And Dharma says something else. So how will people understand Dharma? In the past, when the women of this country discovered that irreligious people are coming and will touch us, they are attacking the kingdom, then thousands of them sacrificed themselves in the fire but did not let these irreligious people touch them. Today, we are the people of the same religion, of the same country, but what are we doing? Think about it. They say, I had a breakup with this man. Now I'm friends with this one. Now I'm broken up with them. Now I'm friends with another one. Now we're saying this in a civilized way. But if you say this in a crude manner, how will you say it? Now your character has been spoiled and it will dirty your intelligence. How will it let you progress? When you think of other people's welfare. Now, if a girl gets spoiled, she'll blackmail many people. If a boy gets spoiled, he is blackmailing her. And if they cannot manage it, they commit suicide. They are doing drugs and have other addictions. And this is not localized. It is spread far and wide. We consider money will bring us happiness. And because of that, we are sacrificing our prescribed duties. We may be in a position and we can save the innocent, but we have received a bribe from the guilty party, and therefore the innocent will be trapped and the guilty will walk away scot-free. And when the money earned from illicit means ends up in the house, it will create havoc. And those people come here and cry. You think these are fortunate because they're in high positions and are honored, but when they come here and meet us privately, then these people know how they cry and what they say. Then we feel, oh God, only the person who walks the path of truth is happy. If you are sinful, then you will not be spared. And then even if you feel remorse because of your sins, your nature has become such that after some time you will commit the same sins again.
Maharaji, you said people should be truthful, and some people are trying to follow your instructions and that of other great souls. But corruption has spread so much at all levels that some people come and cry in front of us.
An officer told us that I am trying to follow your teachings, and because of that I may be suspended from my job. I may be suspended because of following your teachings, because my bosses are saying that unless I do the wrong thing as they want, they will suspend me. What should I do? Follow my religion or do my job? If I do my job, then it will be sinful. But if I follow religion, then I will lose my job. What should I do? They cried in front of everyone here and asked, what should I do? Please answer me. I said it's a difficult situation, but if you're righteous, then you will be victorious. Your boss will suspend you once, but if God accepts you, then no harm will come to you. Because if God adopts you, then you will be victorious. Then he said, Maharaji, because of this conviction, I am not afraid of getting suspended. I may lose my job today, but I vow in front of you that I will follow Dharma and I will not listen to anyone. I will do my job honestly. And if I am removed, I will do something else, but I will not commit any sins. If you develop such faith, then God will take care of everything else. So in this world, if you follow Dharma, no one will support you other than God. But the one who is righteous will be victorious in the end. But this corruption is so widespread, therefore it is difficult to follow, difficult to be righteous. Out of 100 people, maybe one will want to follow Dharma and other 99 are irreligious. And when the righteous person sees other people following religion are peaceful, he gets disheartened that I am facing so many difficulties, and he ends up following the same path.
Maharaji, as per the scriptures, what is the effect of wealth earned sinfully?
It will corrupt the intelligence of the entire family, and it will create such discord within the family that a husband, wife, parents and children, there will never be peace amongst them. They will develop a horrible disease or get children that will agonize them their entire life. Your life will be wasted in just trying to deal with that child. This is the result of your karma, either present or past. You will have to bear the consequences of your action. If an innocent person has been troubled and you earn money because of that from irreligious people, it may not happen today or tomorrow, but you will face the results. We have seen entire families traveling in a BMW. They had an accident and everybody was crushed, or the car caught on fire and everybody was burned inside. You may have heard about this in the news. What is this? You're traveling in a luxury car, listening to music on familiar routes, but end up having an accident and everybody is crushed to death. So you save yourself from sin. If you follow religion, you may just drive a bicycle, but you'll be safe. You may not have money to buy even a scooter, but your life will be protected. If you commit sins, you may be driving a BMW, Mercedes, but one day, time will come where you will not be able to walk.
So the money can affect children's intelligence?
It will destroy your intelligence, create discord between husband and wife, between the family, and people that you had earned for will agonize your entire life. And even your body will become the victim of some big accident because you hurt someone, they cursed you, they suffered. This wealth will never let you be peaceful, that is for sure. Duryodhan and others at one time were very happy because the Pandavas were in exile. And when time came, they were all chopped to pieces. And on the throne, Yudhishthir was seated. A righteous person may have to face trouble for some time, while the sinful people feel elated. But one day, their joy will be destroyed and the righteous person will be successful.
Maharaji, one more thing. In government, they get funds for certain projects. Is it dharma to use it for that purpose only? If they do not use the fund for that project and divert them somewhere else, is that sinful?
The government has given you money to do a certain project because you have been given that contract. Then it is a known fact that you're making a certain percentage of profit. But if you don't spend the money on the rest of the project, then that is irreligion. It will lead to your degradation. Regardless of which department we talk about, I think the project you should be given allocations for certain roles in government projects. Yes, so then you should be use the money as it allocated, like for the engineer or for different roles. You should, for example, it's been given to you to build a bridge or a road, or for whichever department, you should use the money as it has been planned, as has been given to you. Otherwise, it is legally wrong and morally wrong. You are using the money that was given for the welfare of society and using for your own house. Then your house, your family will never be happy. And the same thing applies to saints. For example, if you have been given 500 rupees to serve saints, and of that you use 100 rupees for something else, then you will be in debt, and that would be sinful. Everything is accounted for. Even if you have been given a donation for Shriji's service, then it should be used as it is. If it is for cow service, then you cannot even take 1 rupee from it. If somebody gives you for your service, then you can use it as you will. Similarly, for government departments, whatever allocation of money you have been given, you should use it towards those projects. But you can only understand this with spirituality. Otherwise, because of greed, people fall down very quickly, and then your education and progress will be fruitful, your life will be fruitful. But people will not understand this without spirituality.